Hey guys, I'm Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
And today's subject.
Yes, that's better.
Yes, today's subject is, oh God, I just had a mental thought.
It's basically talking about
how do you
present information to your spouse? In what form? Where we're talking about, like, for example, is you say something, but you didn't really mean it the way they took it.
Yeah.
So, and then they take it the completely wrong way, and then things really go off the wall. So how do you guys deal with that? Because how do we deal with that? You probably just don't talk to me. you just tell me, look, brother, we ain't having that today.
Basically, it's how you translate information. How do you talk to someone?
Yes.
How do you relate to them? How do you respond to them in the wake of, are you on when someone asks you a question, or if your spouse asks you a question, or y'all talking about something specific, and you give them this strong, very aggressive answer, which you have no intention of portraying that aggressiveness at that specific time, but your spouse took it that way. So
yes, and then you're just left looking and like, whoa, I didn't really mean it that way.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably something that her and I can work on even better. Or let me say more something that maybe I can work on, because she'll ask me something and I give my response, and then she'll look at me crazy. And I'm like, well, I didn't really mean it that way, but that's how it came out. Because it's all about, it could be anything from your body language, just how you look at the person while you answering, you know what I'm saying? Because then we all have our bad days, and we have those days where somebody asks you something, and you're not really expecting it. And then you're already in a bad mood. So therefore, you respond.
And you kind of take it out on somebody else.
Yes.
And you didn't mean to.
So that's big, because the interpretation is major.
So that's the word that we're looking. That's the most important word of this. Interpreting. The interpretation of a phrase. The interpretation of an answer.
I told her I was educated.
That was taken out of context.
Yes, that is the whole thing.
So basically...
So what do you do? I mean, if you're watching this video... I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I thought you was like handing it over to me. Don't question me, okay? Please don't. Don't question me. Please don't.
Whatever.
So, how do you guys deal with that when you are, or even, when you get something, or when someone tells you something, you take it the whole wrong way?
Your interpretation of it is not what that person meant to say or dish out.
Yep.
In that aspect.
Are you quick to anger?
Yes. Assumptions. I swear, me and him talk about the word assumption, the word assume. Assumptions is like the worst. It's like it's like that devil word right now, because we could be texting, and I text him something, he'll text me something back, but I'll take it the wrong way. So I assume that he's upset, or I assume that he's about to get cut.
She'll be like, baby, what's wrong? I'll be like, ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, so it's the assumption. So, and this is why we always say the communication.
And then she'll tell me, you stink.
Yeah, and this is why we always talk about communication.
Yeah, communication, and learn how to do it effectively, which means you have to have your body in line with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because that goes a long way. And then if you walk in and if you say something and the other person's in a bad mood, that could really that can go from 0 to 100 within a matter of seconds.
Yep.
And it could go, it can get really bad from there. So you really, really have to really watch how you talk.
And read that person's body language.
Yes. Please.
Like you said before, like I was texting with someone the other day, and their answers are, when we text, their answers are not normally short. When I text them something and they say no. Or,
so you know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
And it's like, okay, are you okay? Is something wrong? They was like, no, it's just, you know, they're tired. So it's funny that I could read inside of a text like that, but I could kind of tell when somebody is a little irritated.
Okay. That's
maybe that's
point.
my sixth sense.
Maybe, because I mean you got 7, so
oh, well.
you know. But yeah, I mean, being able to understand who you with and who you talking to is so important. It is, because it can be the difference between going to bed angry at each other or going to bed with peace, as it should be.
Yep.
And that goes a very, very long way. So just kind of keep that in mind, and you know, just, and even if they ask you something, and if you got to take a second to respond because you got to collect your thoughts and get it together, then that goes a really, really long way. It's so important, people. It is.
And it only takes a second, because a lot of people, when they're asked a question or in a conversation, sometimes they don't realize how quick their mouth runs faster than their mind.
Yes.
And a lot of times they tend to say something that they really didn't mean.
Yes.
But when they come out and say something like that, sometimes it's been on their mind for a while and it just actually comes out. They didn't mean it for it to come out the way it did, but they thought about it.
So basically, in the words of her, he's like, "You got something on your mind, brother? Looks like you got something to get off your mind today."
I'm serious.
How long you been feeling that way?
Yeah,
you know?
bro. Like,
and then you be like, "Whoa, what did I just say?" You don't even realize even what you said.
Yeah.
So that goes a very, very, very long way.
It sure does.
I mean,
just take a minute to just sit and think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it in your body language.
I mean, this right here may seem like something so easy and so simple to fix, but some people really have a problem with it. Some people really don't think before they speak. You know, they really don't, and they're not considerate of what they're about to say to the person who they're talking to, their spouse. And you really have to really take that into consideration when you talk to each other. You know, even though you might have been married for years, you know, you still have to
give that person that respect.
That respect. Don't take for what you're going to say. Don't take them for granted as if you can say what you want to say, and they're just going to be like, okay. You really have to hold yourself to accountable
in a higher standard.
And yes, you do. You definitely do, because when you do that, then it becomes easier for you to talk to your spouse a lot easier, because you have that level of respect that you have gained over years for each other. So definitely keep that in mind. Also, this is one of those topics it's like an infinity type of question, because we all are all individuals and we all have our own little spots at any time of the day, and we talk to people all throughout the day, throughout our 12-hour or however long you stay up. 8 hours.
So it's just one of those things. Just be a little bit more considerate.
You really have
to
take
the time.
Really, really have to.
Yeah.
And I mean, and believe me, it makes a home very, very happy when that aspect or when that key thing in a relationship can be handled with the communication part. A lot of our videos are definitely going to be towards communication in one way or another, because you really can't really, you know, you it's so many different ways to tie in communication, and you have to understand that. So just getting the basics and then building from that, it goes a very, very long way.
Hey, you scared the crap out of me. Like, what are you?
Did I scare you?
Yeah, like how you jumped up.
Well, you
can't be doing that, brother.
I gotta let you know before I do it.
You gotta just be
please, and have fun with it. You know, have fun learning each other. Have fun exploring each other and knowing just what is her limit, or not really what is her limit. That's the wrong way to put it. But just know, okay, I know I can't Like, I know I can't say that because that.
Oh, I know that she's a little sensitive when it comes to that particular subject.
Yes, so just be aware of that, honestly.
And that's when you learn your spouse's love language.
Exactly. You hear us say that a lot because it's so important. I love you. How many people sorry, I know it's just off track. How many people just look at your spouse and be like, I love you. Oh man, look at that. We're on it. We're on it. But you know what? We learn how to talk to each other. And I respect her so much. I do. And I don't know about you guys, but me personally, when I even think I hurt her feelings, or whenever I think I made a talk, I spoke to her out of tone, or I was disrespectful, I feel bad inside. You should feel,
and you should.
You should feel bad when you know.
Have I hurt your feelings?
Oh, you hurt my feelings a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're not even going to go there with that. You have hurt my feelings. Look at that. And look at her. She loves me. Everything. But yeah. So it's when you understand that, believe me, it opens up a lot of doors within your relationship.
And it makes your communication a
lot better.
Yeah.
So
I think you said that already.
And you know, if another good thing that comes out of it, your kids learn how to effectively communicate with their girlfriends, boyfriends, spouses, you know what I'm saying, down the road. So they're watching you. So it's a lot that can come out from this.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. And even when you're out in public and you're talking to your wife with so much respect and honor, it's like other people see that. And maybe someone who's struggling with that would be like, yo, I like that.
Yep.
I really liked how he talked to her. Or she can say, I like how she talked to him. And that can be the start of something great within another household. So you have to spread the word of effective communication.
Yep.
And you heard that from
if you can help one person out or one couple out, you've done your job. You've done so good. You really, really, really have. Yeah. That's great. I love you so much. So this was a good topic to talk about. It was tonight. Because people need to know how to talk to people. You know? And that's just what it is. That's it. We love. Don't do that. That's for me to do. I shouldn't sing? No. You shouldn't either. She thinks she can sing, but she can't. Sorry to get off topic, but she don't have effective singing skills. so I don't. And we are the Can't Get Right couple. Peace.